I think that once you start organising with your neighbours, you realise that you have much more in common with them than, needing to eat. And finding maybe that working collectively around other issues is beneficial to everyone, and that you're stronger as a group. So for sure, when they come to, demolish our estates and our nurseries and our GP practices, we may already be a bit more organised.
We started on the idea before Christmas, long before COVID, just with getting something going locally in Kentish Town in Camden. We wanted to demystify the principles behind it and show people that anyone can start a co-op.
The jobs to do in a co-op, working on the shopping list together, the collective shopping list, maybe driving to pick up the delivery, maybe waiting for the delivery, unpacking, repacking, rebagging sugar and flour and whatever it is that members decided to buy. Somebody has to collect the money, so there will be a treasurer. In my co-op, I'm a co-treasurer with a 16-year-old who is really good at maths. Somebody has to list all the members, so like a membership coordinator. So there are all these small jobs, but all in all, it should not take more than an hour a week, maybe half an hour a week amongst all the members. You're good at this.
I love cooking.
You love cooking?
Yeah.
Well, one day we could have a big meal when we are allowed again.
There's no shortage of food, but there's a massive problem of food poverty. We have to start where we're at, which is in our neighbourhoods and in our communities, to start tackling this problem of excess and redistribution.
Each household puts in between £3 to £10, it depends on what they decide in their co-op, to buy food in bulk. So it's already much cheaper than each person going to the shop. And in addition to that, they will get any of the free food that is here. So this is shared amongst everyone. So they'll get the free milk, and there's flour and potatoes and all these veg. The free food would mostly be coming from the Felix Project, which is a supermarket surplus repurposing charity, and they send us loads of food.
Sandwiches, crisps, bread. We're going to get milk, tea. You got vegetables. You got all sorts.
This week we'll be going out to one co-op of 20 households.
The orange bags are for a community of refugees and asylum seekers that are being housed temporarily because of COVID.
They're going to another group of 9 households down in Camden, and to about 50 more people all around Camden. That's about 100 households this week.
A lot of people, they want it, but they can't come all of them here. So we're trying each area to set up their own and to find a place where the food can come.
We recommend that Corporation Town Co-ops stay quite small. So we're talking about 20 households as a rule. And when they get bigger, when they get to 20 people, 20 members, and more people want to join, we just suggest that they split. 5 members who maybe live a bit further down the road or maybe on the next block can start a co-op there, and they already know how to do it. It's more democratic and it's more participatory. You can reach decisions about consent, all that kind of stuff.
We are happy to become the first Somali woman who set up a co-op, and we heard that our name is Kashata Mokufto.
Maybe in the same neighbourhood we could start from one co-op and end up with 12. This is a way to build a movement.
I hope that this kind of things will bring together to the people, so we know who is sick, who is not well, so we can help.
But we did not invent the co-op model. We just tweaked it a bit to make it more accessible and easier for people to organise together. We spent the last few months developing this. It's our starter pack. We're translating it now to other languages. You can download it and you can experiment with it. You don't even need us, but if you did want to speak to us, we can join you by Zoom. We will come to your founding meeting, which is your most important meeting, when you make decisions about how to make decisions together.
There's loads of flexibility, and the point is that people come together and organise together in whatever shape or form that might be.
We are also fundraising to be able to support every new co-op with a bit of seed funding. So that can be towards your hall hire, maybe for the first time when you haven't got a space yet. It can go towards your first shop.
A lot of other people are benefiting from furlough, or they're in a situation where they've had a bit of cushioning from the government scheme, and redistributing any kind of savings that you're making as a result of not having to travel into work every day would be really, really helpful.
Those small donations would help us to unlock bigger funding. We want to be able to set up an infrastructure here that will be able to support all those new co-ops in a sustainable way.
When lockdown first happened, we did see this like wellspring of mutual aid groups beginning to form in communities and getting organised.
But, you know, doing somebody's shopping is not the solution. We need to organise in food co-ops, but we also need to organise around those wages, around this terrible housing, around the lack of services. It's all connected. We had a call from Preston City Council, which is the most progressive local authority in the UK, and they asked if we could explore together a way to roll out the corporation town model across Preston and the neighbouring local authorities. And I think in terms of movement building, we need to think on all those levels, from the very grassroots, the 20 people on their block coming together to buy, you know, sacks of potatoes, to a citywide, and maybe beyond that. We want to see a food co-op on every street in every town.